Hello. I would like to share with you today what I've learned about visualization and why visualization is such an important and effective practice in creating your desired reality. Essentially, visualization is a tool for accessing the feeling of the outcome that you see in your future. It's important to access that feeling now in order to be a vibrational match to the outcome that you desire. At this point, don't concern yourself with how and the steps that are going to be needed from here to the outcome, but rather focus on what that looks like and engage all of your senses. Go there in your mind. Focus on what it feels like to have realized your desire. What is it about the outcome that you believe will make you feel good? Feel it right now. Allow yourself to go into the experience and take it to the next level. Once you've acquired the item or arrived at your destination, what happens next? What could evolve from that point on? You're embodying it fully as if it's already part of your reality right now, as if you're in that future time and place, and this moment is actually in the past. So you're now living your life from that point into the future. I would urge you here to withhold all judgments and reservations. This isn't the time to fact check and justify and look for how something might be possible or doubt your projection of what it's going to look like. The actual manifestation may come into being slightly differently than what you're seeing in your mind now, but what's important again is the feeling. You want to allow yourself to feel good. Explore and play and have fun in your mind. And don't listen to the ego part of you or the mind that is looking for a linear reality and a logical sequence of steps. That will come in due time when you take action to begin making this come true. But right now, again, the focus is on why you want this to happen. What is it that you're seeking to feel from this experience? Because this experience is another way for your soul to expand. Clearly, you feel called towards this idea and you want to see it manifest into reality. But the reason that you want it to manifest into this reality is because it would make you feel good. And you can fine-tune what that looks like for you. If it would make you feel proud of yourself, feel accomplished, feel excited, expanded. There's infinite ways of putting it, and every desire is going to be different, and every person is going to have their own interpretation. But focus on the positive outlook, the enjoyment of the moment. How often do we finally achieve something and rather than fully being in the moment and feeling the joy and feeling the fulfillment, do we just rather feel a sense of relief because it finally came to pass? And then soon enough we're on to the next desire and grasping for it and feeling lost in the intangibility of it not being here now, when we can actually spend more time in advance of the experience feeling excited that it is here now because it hasn't even yet transpired. It hasn't even yet occurred. It's actually a great opportunity to find excitement in the fact that it's coming into being. So it's already swirling around in the ether and in your soul's path approaching you. But the feeling of allowing comes from accepting how things are right now. And you can go into that visualization in your mind and find the same gratification and fulfillment right here in this moment, sitting wherever you are, and feeling that fully without needing the permission slip of the event occurring in order for you to feel however you'd like. So I have a few tips on how to make this visualization practice a little bit more tangible, and I'll go ahead and share them now. So the most obvious way, perhaps, that this could come about is through meditation and setting aside time to focus your thoughts on specifically generating a visual, fully embodied experience within your mind about your desire that you wish to see manifested. That's probably, I would say, regardless of whatever else you do after, is the first step to get a picture in your mind to engage yourself in this desired, envisioned reality. I found that writing actually helps me focus my thoughts more on what I'm seeing on the page in front of me. And it allows me to really hone in on a particular idea, and I don't have to pay attention to any other thoughts that aren't related to what I'm writing about. Just start writing about what you would like to see. Again, you don't need to fact check this. You're not necessarily going to publish it and claim to be an expert on the subject, but this is for you to focus your thoughts and to give them a form and to bring them alive with the actual writing itself. If you're not a writer, perhaps you enjoy speaking, so talk to yourself on video or talk to yourself out loud. I think video allows the chance for you to play it back in the future, even days out from the original experience, and you could be doing other things and still taking in this vision that you see. So you can express that vision to the camera. Go ahead and go for it, and it's not needing to be professional video, it's really for you to hear yourself back and reinforce the idea. Finally, if you're a visual person, you might create some art. So you could draw your vision out. You could paint if you feel so inclined. I feel that drawing, for me, is a little bit more in the moment, quick approach, whereas painting's a little bit more dedicated. But depending on the scale of the vision, perhaps a painting is really helpful to fully flesh out every detail. So whatever medium of expression that you choose, if you want to externalize this visualization practice to something more physically tangible, then any of those three methods will work. That's one great way to get this from inside of the mind to your physical experience already, just by you setting the intention into some kind of recorded medium. So that would be my first tip. Secondly, if you have someone supportive in your life that is into this and can get into it with you, take turns with them to talk about your desired realities as if they've already happened. So I want to go ahead and point out Kyle Cease here. He does this in an exercise he calls Kai Lego, and he has group Zoom calls, and people do this on a weekly basis with each other in this community. So that's really fun. If you want to check that out, I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description for you guys. It's pretty much just talking with another person so they can be your mirror for you and encourage you and be willing to listen about your desired reality. And you can go ahead and return the favor and do that for them as well. So if you have that option, that may be a great tool for you too. The final thing I'll say is you don't want to disqualify anything. It's not about how realistic something is or how right you are about the outcome, because we can only see the future as we envision it. So whatever that vision looks like for you, accept it and love it because it's part of you and you are moving towards that. So it will begin to come into focus and look more clear as you step into that day by day. But right now, it's just about feeling good, feeling as if it's already happened, know that it's already done, and you're simply in this magical place right now where you're able to dream it and dream it into being. If you have created a work of art, or if you are very inspired by someone else's photograph of this envisioning that you have, print it out, draw it up, stick it on your wall where you can see it, and put it in an obvious place that you pass by all the time, or carry it in your wallet. I actually chose to make this Korg MS-20 Mini. This is actually polymer clay, and I was at a time where I didn't, at the moment, have the funds to immediately realize something that I was hoping to acquire. So that's an example of what I mean by creating something for yourself that you can continue to look at and use as inspiration for feeling the feeling of having realized your vision. So it could be 2D, it could be 3D, it could be audio. It's really up to you what that is going to be. It could just be a word that you write on a piece of paper and stick up on a wall. It doesn't need to require lots of visual creativity, but I think personally, the more you exercise that within yourself in general, the more vividly you can begin to express and in a more accelerated way begin to manifest your visions, because you are allowing yourself to be creative and to be a dreamer. And that is what visualization is all about. That's truthfully why we're here. So if we didn't have time, then we wouldn't have the unfolding of our lives. And it's these moments in between the realizations of our desires that make them worth having at all. So appreciate this moment and appreciate and be grateful for what you do have right now. And even if that isn't much in a material sense, you can cultivate inner peace within and gratitude within, because truthfully, your heart doesn't need anything else to keep beating. It's going to keep you alive. So be grateful for that. Be grateful for the breath of fresh air that you're receiving right now. And in the meantime, keep dreaming and keep visualizing and have a wonderful day.